Yo, guys, welcome back to Prism. And today we're doing UFC Fight Night Usman versus DDP. And yes, you can see the fucking time. It is 3 a.m. We're hella tired.
3 3 a.m. It's been a grind. This is low key. This card is actually gonna be a main card heavy card. Yeah, these first few fights are shit. Let's just be
Yeah,
so
that is
honest
it's
here.
ass, it's ass, it's ass. And Dom put out on us because he got work in the morning, but we the champions, so we staying through this and we're gonna get this video out.
Yeah, so he's not gonna be here for this video, but oh my gosh, they think like they're gonna give us a Connor card, and then they think that next week is gonna be good. No, this is slop.
Yeah, this is
This is
slop, bro. This is
horrible.
slop. But
This is
I'm gonna
horrible.
give it an excuse because we had the Connor card, even though Connor didn't fight, and we had the UFC White House card. So I'm not too mad. I guess we had to have a little chill card, and I guess I'm gonna start with the first fight: Anna Milosano versus Dion Barboza. I'm not gonna lie. At first, we didn't know jack shit about either of these people, but me, Dom, and Aiden are watching Ultimate Fighter, and we realized this is Anna Milosano from Ultimate Fighter. She was training with Mackenzie Dern and piecing her up, but some
She
people
was
may
fucking Mackenzie Dern up.
like
She was fucking Mackenzie Dern up.
we were like, yo, like she has potential, and then she went against this other girl from Tough. I forgot her name, but we just call her AJ Lee, and she got absolutely destroyed. And this is by a random person from basically, and the AJ Lee girl was from LFA, and then she lost the Ultimate Fighter fight. So from the highlights I seen, yeah, Dion Barboza, yeah, she's gonna have her way with her. She's literally gonna destroy this Anna Melisano girl. I just have to be honest with the information I'm going off on.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be like a decision fight. It's gonna be a long fight. I think it's gonna be boring because same thing. Anna, she looked good. It's like it's like she's someone who looks good whenever if you were to watch like training videos. Like if you watch her training, she looks good, but does she do that whenever she's out in the fight? I don't think she's gonna be doing that. She lost to that one girl in Ultimate Fighter. I definitely think this girl is better, and I think that Barboza is definitely going to have the edge. But I don't think Barboza is gonna have. I don't think she's gonna have. I don't think she's gonna be able to submit her or have the strength to knock her out, pretty much. So
Uh,
yeah, that's why I think it's gonna be a decision.
Damn, we're different on this one. I think so. Dion is actually gonna finish her. I really think she's gonna fit for the highlight, the spinning back kick, the elbows. Like, I feel like it's just a this feels like a fight Anna does not want to be in for me. I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be a finish this fight. I have a feeling, but we will see. I don't even know if we're gonna. Why don't we don't even watch this fight? I'm gonna be at work when this fight is even airing too, so I'm probably gonna have to
No,
join it really
right.
quick.
Might not miss. You're not gonna miss much.
Yeah.
Okay, in this fight, RJ Harris, Alvin Hines, I'm gonna be honest. RJ Harris is how I see him is that he's like one of those just he's like a blob.
A
I mean,
blob.
he's just a
Yeah.
blob. Yeah, he's just a blob that just pushes forward and he keeps his hands completely down. It's like you would it's like when if you were watching him, you would think that he has no technique. Uh he just throws, doesn't guard his face. Alvin Hines is definitely the much cleaner fighter. I he's faster. I trust him in every exchange in this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of the ones who thinks that Alvin's gonna take the O. I don't think RJ's like really a heavyweight guy who's gonna be good, I guess. And I think this is him. I think this is what his second fight in the UFC. I'm not sure,
Who Harris? This is first.
but oh yeah, this is his first fight in the
Yeah.
UFC. He's yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is gonna be a good fight for him. He definitely is bigger. He's the bigger guy, but I just think that he's gonna get gassed out and he's probably gonna get TKO'd in about like round round one even. But like round one or round two.
Well, I have the direct opposite take from Aiden. Yes, Alvin is the much cleaner striker and he can mix the takedowns, but I'm really gonna have to go with RJ Harris's fight because RJ Harris, yes, he does fight with his chin up, like in the sky, like that buddy's flying to the moon. His chin is up there, but he's really good when it comes to clinch where he mixes up the knees, the uppercuts, and the thing I saw, Alvin Hines does like to mix the takedowns after he strikes or gets a few strikes, like a few jabs in. But RJ Harris is really good from the clips we saw. When people try to go for a takedown or even duck their head low, he automatically goes for a guillotine or he tries to lock in a darts, which he did in a couple of his fights. And I just feel like he's gonna make this a really messy fight. Alvin Hines is gonna go for a takedown, and RJ Harris is gonna go for a submission and catch his neck. And I feel like Alvin Hines, when he was fighting people and trying to go for takedown, he was leaving his head unguarded in the clinch. So I feel like RJ Harris is gonna be able to take advantage of that and get a submission win.
Yeah, and I like I said, RJ is because I don't like I said I don't think RJ is gonna win just because he. I just think he's just gonna like push forward. He's gonna gas out. The thing is I don't know how Alvin Hines is gonna be with someone at this like size coming at him,
Yeah,
which is why I think that he may break down. But I kind of trust Hines in this one. I think that he's definitely the much cleaner striker and he'll make the right decisions. And I think RJ's just going to gas himself out. Okay, Alden Correa versus Stuart Nickel. Yo, I'm not going to lie, bro. This is where we turn the shit off because this is not what we want to watch. This is gonna be ass. I really think this fight's gonna be ass. I don't think we're gonna
I
have any
agree,
fun.
man. I agree,
I
man.
think, yeah, I think Alden's just gonna get a decision against Stuart Little. I don't think that there's gonna be anything fucking cool with this dude. None of them are gonna gain anything. I don't know. There's not gonna be like a knockout, and if there is, it's just gonna be a lame TKO. I don't think anything cool happens in this fight. This fight is probably gonna be the most boring fight, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really have much to say about this fight.
Well,
What do you think?
so we were watching the Stuart Nickel highlight, and Buddy was fighting in an MMA casino or some shit because there's round tables all around. Like, yes, everyone starts from somewhere, but I don't think this guy's probably gone against good competition. Yes, he mixes in the striking with the wrestling, but I feel like he was also wrestling like the most bots of bots. And Alden Korea has a ground game. He has some ground strikes, but I do agree with Aiden that this is going to be a boring fight. If it, I think so. Alden Korea is going to win, but I feel like it's going to decision. But it could end in a submission. But I think Alden Korea is going to search this guy. So
Yeah, and Stewart's just sloppy and shit. So yeah.
and exactly, and I feel like when we saw Korea like get the submissions, he was getting people that were overreaching with their strikes. So I feel like Alden and Korea is gonna have an easy time taking down Stuart Nickel. All right, next fight we got is Urza Elliott versus Damian Anderson on featherweight, and I have Urza Elliott on this one. So from the highlights we watched, I saw that he was a good scrambler. He's good with catching submissions, and all the fights he was overpowering his opponent because he was just pretty much bigger than all his opponents. And I'm pretty sure he's bigger than Damian Anderson, even though it says he's just a bigger guy than him. And I feel like he's just gonna be able to bully him the way he was wrestling people on all his fights, he was just pretty much bullying them, picking them up in the air, slamming them, and doing what he wanted to them. Damien is also a wrestler, and he tries to catch people in awkward positions. Like he was the two people he finished, he got two double heel hooks on them, and he finished them that way. But I think so. Elliott's smart enough not to get caught by something dumb like that, and I think so. He's just gonna out wrestle Damien and control him, and I feel like it's gonna end in a decision.
Yeah, this is the fight where I think that we amp it up. I think that this fight has potential to be fight of the night. We
Mm.
have two undefeated guys right here, and it says debut. We're about to two debuting undefeated guys. We're gonna see who's gonna be the best in the featherweight, the new coming featherweights. I like this fight right here. Uh, Ezra is a very great wrestler. He he's definitely very great with the wrestling transitions. He has very great striking. I will say that Ezra is a complete fighter. He really is. Ezra is great in the grappling. He's definitely a wrestling first person, but he also can hang in the stand up. But I'm going with Damian Anderson. So me and Peter are gonna have some opposites. Damian Anderson to me is overly more complete than this guy. I think that his striking's amazing. He can outstrike him. If Ezra wants to go to the ground with him, he'll hang. I think that this is Damian Anderson's fight right here. I think that this is gonna be perfect. I think Ezra is also gonna freeze as being the taller fighter to Damian Anderson being a shorter fighter who pushes through. So I think that Ezra is going to be freezing to that. I think there's going to be a relentless pressure from Damian Anderson. And yeah, I think this is going to be a great fight. This is my fight of the night.
Yo, next fight is Levi Rodriguez Jr. versus Felipe Franco on light heavyweight. And holy shit, I am going for Levi, bro. This guy Levi just throws fucking hooks for days. This guy has no technique at all. Like what I saw, he has no technique. He's just a big muscle head, and everything he throws just hurts. Every single time he touches opponents, they went crumpling to the fucking ground. And yes, Felipe has the ground game, but I don't think he has a ground game over Rodriguez because Rodriguez has no ground game at all. He's just a pure striker, but I don't think Felipe's ground game is all that. He was struggling to take down. He was struggling to finish takedowns on people of low skill, and like even though he finished a takedown, it took him like about 15 seconds to finish it. And I don't think Rodriguez is just gonna stand there and let himself get taken down. He's just gonna be punching, running down elbows on Felipe, and it's just gonna be a bad night. I have Rodriguez in the first round, to be honest.
Yeah, how I see it is that, yeah, Levi's just a durable, chubby guy who has heart and will stay in the game. Just like, but he's like a buff, chubby. He's like a monster guy. He's just a bigger light heavyweight, and or I think he will be whenever the fight starts because, yeah, whatever. He's just a little in shorter, but still, whenever the fight's gonna start, he's gonna weigh more. I can just tell. He's just a bigger guy. Felipe is not striking with this guy, and the only way that he wins is by submission. And at that point, Levi's gonna be too big to even take him down or to even hold him down. It's just gonna be impossible for
But
him. What'd you say, Peter? You said that. What'd you say the finish you think is gonna
I
be?
think this is
What
gonna be a
round?
first round. Do you see Levi? He was just on his opponent, like just
Yeah,
throwing meaty
I
hooks.
I wouldn't. I'm definitely on your side with that one. I'll say that too. First round. So Jean Paul versus Co. I'm going with Co on here. Co by Co. And I'm being actually for real. Co by Co. Jean Paul is just a sub first kind of guy who, yeah, he can get pretty crafty if he catches you, but I just think he's just like, your pure jujitsu base guy, like who doesn't really have a chin, Peter. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty much who Jean Paul is. He's just a jujitsu pure guy, just no chin. And Sokya and Ko, I mean, I think he's just gonna knock this guy out because I don't think Jean Paul's gonna have much to do. And even if not that, yeah, I think Sokyeon Ko could go to the ground with him. I know that Jean Paul can definitely catch him with something in the submission, so I wouldn't go on the ground with him. I think he can just knock him out.
Well, first of all, Jean Paul Lajabanja, whatever his French ass name is. First of all, only French fighter in the UFC that doesn't fucking cheat. So I'm going with my boy Jean. Yes, Ko is definitely, and I do mean definitely, better than him standing up and trading and boxing and striking. But let's not count. Yes, you Jean Paul is pure jiu-jitsu, but he does have a tiny bit of striking. I'm not saying he's gonna outstrike Ko, but I think so he can get close enough to get him to the ground or have a little scuffle. And Jean Paul is really good, and I do mean really good at catching people off guard with submissions. Like he will just throw up a random triangle if Ko goes to the ground with him. But like I said, I really have John winning this because I feel like he can just pull through with this, but he cannot stand striking with code the whole entire time, or he is going to get knocked out because he does have jiu-jitsu chin, which is none. They don't have any at all.
Austin Bashy. I really on the Dana White Contender Series, I really liked watching him. I remember him back in that fight. Uh, him in the backpacks. That's his favorite thing to do. We clearly know that he loves those backpacks. I don't think you're doing that here, buddy. I think Jose Delgado actually gets this. Jose, I think this is a pretty close fight, and it can go either way. I just definitely trust Jose. I think he's gonna deny the takedowns, and I mean, I will say I don't think this is gonna be much of an entertaining fight, but it's gonna be a close fight, like a good fight, as in like close fight. Not really much to say here. Jose Delgado, I think he's gonna, yeah, like I said, stuff the takedowns, and he's gonna get the win, outland him, and he's gonna control the fight.
Well, I'm not well versed in these people, but I'm gonna have to go with Jose Delgado because first, yes, Austin Bashi is a let me ride your back type of guy. Pause. But I feel like Jose Delgado, I just have a feeling he's gonna stuff all his takedowns. He just first of all, I don't even think that Austin Bashi is gonna be able to take him down because Jose Delgado just outranges him. He's stronger than him, and I don't believe that Austin Bashi is going to be able to close the distance. And I do think this is going to be a decision. I don't think it's going to be a finish in this fight. But if Austin Bashi can get close and take him down, then he does have a chance. But he's going to have to close the distance and cross the playing field, which I don't believe he's going to be able to do with someone that is bigger than him and has a reach advantage over him.
Okay, so Alberto Montez is another person who I remember from the Contender Series when I was watching. He's he's cool. I I think that he could win this fight. I definitely think that he's someone who let's not count out here because Tommy McMillan, he's a Sugar guy. He's a Sugar Sean guy, Tim Welch guy. Um, I pretty much see him as I see his style kind of being like Sean O'Malley, but as if it was a wrestling way, which is kind of weird. He's like a Sean O'Malley but a wrestler. And he also does have like some shades of striking. Not saying that it's like it, but you know like you kind of see the practices and the little tiny shades in it. I think Tommy can win this fight, and I think he will win this fight. I think that Montez is someone who I mean he can win this fight. Montez, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a decision win though. I don't think it's gonna be a fast. I don't think it's gonna be a knockout. I don't think it's gonna be a submission. I think this is actually gonna go the distance.
Well, was Aiden? I completely disagree. I think so. This is ending in a fucking finish. First, Tommy McMillan is a crazy ass fighter. He comes out explosive and he tries to close the gap with his opponents and he throws with really real power. Like he throws like he's trying to kill you. And I believe that first Alberto Montez is gonna struggle with this because he like Eden said that he wants to take you down and submit you. Like he's a you said he's a grappling Sean O'Malley. What a fucking that's
Yeah,
what a weird comparison.
that's
But
what he's like. He's really he's like he's like a Sean O'Malley that can grapple. And
yeah,
I also do want to say real quick, sorry to cut you
you're
off.
good. You're good.
I I think Tommy I think this possibly still will go the distance because I don't think Tommy wants to be in a place where he loses his O right now because let's not go backwards. He's in a great
Yeah,
spot right now.
yes, I do agree.
Especially towards a contender series guy. But yeah, my
But
bad.
no, I do agree. But he's literally like the way he fought. He was literally crazy. He doesn't want his opponents to get settled. And if you let Alberto Montez get settled, he's gonna go for a takedown or try to catch you. But that's also my thing with McMillan. I feel like he can be too aggressive, and he's more open to stuff. And we know that Montez is a dangerous grappler. So I feel like if he could take advantage of his craziness and catch him with something, that Montez is going to end the fight, and that's why I think so. He's going to win. I think so. He's going to catch McMillan with some type of submission, and I feel like the way Montez needs to win is let McMillan go crazy, but don't get caught with anything, and then punish him if you see an opening. and he needs to force a scramble and then try to get his back or attack his neck to end with a submission. But like you said, McMillan can win, but I think so Montez has the advantage here because McMillan is too crazy to me.
All right, so this is the fight where we turn the shit off and then we hop on UFC 6. This fight is not going to be fun. It's going to go the distance. We got 15 minutes of free time, guys. Let's roll. This is this is going to be a Klein win by decision. Tabitha, we already know that she just first off, this fight already is gonna be a blob fight between like a women's fight. Like when you picture like heavyweight blobs, like what are we watching? Like a sloppy fight. That's every Tabitha fight. Like we don't have fun watching. This isn't fun. Like I don't know. Klein, I think is just gonna get the win. I think she's just gonna stay on pace, and I definitely think it's gonna be a decision win
Yeah.
though.
So, like I said, this is the bathroom break. And no, I'm not sexist. I don't think this about every woman UFC fighter, but I've seen Tabitha Ricci fight, and all she does is try to judo trip you and push you against the cage. And I just think I have Fatima Klein on this one. She's long, like really long. Like you see those limbs. She's gonna have to get. She's Tabitha's gonna have to try to get a hold of her, and I think so. Klein is she's gonna jab at range, and it's just gonna be a boring fight. I just don't think Tabitha can close the distance on her. And if she does, this fight's going to the ground and we're gonna fall asleep. But I do have Fatima Klein for this one. And guys, I gotta stop gooning my next camp. And we gotta focus on this because my forearm is hurting. We got Chase Hooper versus Mitch Ramirez, and sadly, Chase Hooper did not make weight this fight, so obviously he couldn't stop gooning or something. And these people are both on their last fights they lost. Chase Hooper got finished, and I actually don't know who I have this fight. I'm gonna go for Chase Hooper because that's my gooning boy right there. That's my goon boy. But don't be surprised because Mitch Ramirez has the power to knock him out. I believe that Chase Hooper is gonna win this fight by getting a takedown and just getting on his back and submitting him. But I feel like he's gonna have to do that within the first 2 rounds because he cannot stand and bang with Mitch Ramirez. Mitch Ramirez, even though you may think he's a bot, he can put your out. He can put your lights out cold. So I really don't got too much to say. Chase Hooper for the Goon Squad. I think so. He's gonna get it done, but he does need to be careful and not let this fight stay on the feet.
Yeah, Mitch is not fucking him up. Well, in this and on the feet, I guess Mitch is not. I don't even think we even get an on the feet fight for this, which I know that does sound like it's gonna be lame. This could be a round one Chase Hooper fight. Yeah, Chase Hooper, you're gonna need this win, bro. You gotta fight cause that purse. Come on, bro. I think this is gonna be a Chase Hooper win. It's gonna be a round one sub. Like Mitch, who the fuck is this guy? Ramirez, like this. I
I
don't.
mean, he is a
You don't.
nobody, but still, I'm just saying.
He's yeah. I think it's just like a layup. I think like how you just they're just trying to build Chase Hooper. I think that's pretty much just what it is.
Yeah. So you think he's a
That's how I
stepping
see this
stone
fight.
in this guy's way?
Yeah, that's how I see it.
All right. Jared Cannonier versus Kristen Leroy Duncan. Yo, Jared Cannonier,
Oh no, bro.
I have your
Oh no,
coffin.
I can tell what you're gonna say.
I have your coffin. What's your name on it? And it's right next to Tony Ferguson and Michael Chandler. Give me Christian Leroy Duncan by decision, though. It could end in a knockout, but give me decision because I don't think Jared Cannonier is gonna get knocked out. Bro, I'm sorry. I've had faith in Jared Cannonier my last fights, and I always go for the guy, Aiden. I always go for him, but I can't just trust him this time. I just can't. He always disappoints me. Yes, the first few rounds he's just doing his thing, hooks, jabs, and he's looking good, but he's not looking good where he's like, oh my god, he just won that round. Dude, it's like he doesn't give a fuck about fighting anymore. I swear, I think so. Actually, if he loses this one, he just needs to retire after this fight. He's like that middleweight that's stuck taking your favorite people's top positions. Like he's been 7, 8, 9 for the past years, I feel like. And you know what pisses me off about Jared Cannonier? This guy had the fucking balls to go on fucking podcast or whatever they did at the UFC interview talking about something, I've been in the top five, top 10 for 5 years. I think so I should be a multimillionaire by now, but I'm not complaining. Jared, what the fuck
He
are we
said
talking?
that.
Yes, he said that. He literally said that shit. Jared, first of all, no offense, you're not a star. You don't bring star power to the UFC, and I love you. Like you're my guy, but you're not like that. And yes, you've been in the top 10 for so long, but you got to be entertaining. And I'm not saying you don't fight entertaining. Yes, you got this finishes on Gregory Rodriguez and all that shit, but Jared, he's getting old. He's getting older. He's getting slower, and I don't even think he has a killer knockout power. Like, I think so his knockout power is actually very overrated. And I think so. Christian Leroy is faster. He's younger. He's a better striker. He's just better at Jared than everything besides grappling. So I just give me Christian Leroy Duncan by decision.
Yeah, I think Christian Leroy Duncan is gonna win by. I actually think it's gonna be by a TKO. And I think this is what it's gonna lead to. I think this is gonna be the last time we see Jared Cannonier, because yes, Jared Cannonier, we all love Jared because he has heart. That's literally why he has heart. He has will. He's gonna stay in the fight. He's gonna get stunned. Jared always gets stunned, and then you see that he's gonna stun someone else. Maybe his fights might go to decision, or they might be long fights or whatever, like in round 4 or 5 in fight nights. But they're always battles. Like
There are always
someone's always
battles.
gonna get stunned. Someone's always getting stunned. Someone's always getting fucked up. And this fight right here, I think Duncan's gonna knock him out or TKO him, and then I think Jared's gonna retire because yeah, he was going on a win streak, but at this point, it's like, what are you fighting for? I mean, I guess yeah, just to fight, but you're not really going up in the rankings anymore. There was a time, like, sort of recent where okay, you gotta win. Can we see something
I think that was Gregory
now?
Rodriguez, but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that was like RoboCop, but I don't think we see that anymore.
Like, I don't think
But
he has that drive
I don't think
anymore, though. But I really
I
don't think
don't
he has
think
a
it's gonna
drive.
go to I don't think it's gonna go to decision though. Even though we know Jared for being the dude with will
Yeah,
and with heart and who's gonna stay in the game. But I really well actually it's a 3 round fight. You know yeah, it might. I'm thinking like it's like a 5 round.
yeah. Sorry, Jared, bro. You're like I said, you're my boy, but I gotta go with CLD here. So, yo, we got DDP versus I broke your face. I broke your face. Kamaru Usman at middleweight, and
Wait, before you even start,
oh
I
my
just wanna
god,
say
I fear. Yes.
this this might be the most awkward and weirdest fight that I'm probably ever going to predict. I don't know about you. This is a little too awkward.
Bro, I have Kamaru Usman by domination, and I'm not even trolling. I think Kamaru Usman is gonna Yes, Kamaru Usman is not as strong as Kazmat, but he's better with. He's a first of all, I'm not gonna lie. I think so. Overall, Kamaru Usman is an actual better grappler than Kazmat. Kazmat goes for a double leg every single time and overpowers you. Kamaru has technique. He has different ways of taking you down. He knows how to hold you. I think so Kamaru's the better grappler than Cosma. And the only thing I have DDP going for is DDP that Kamaru can't hold DDP to the ground like Cosma can. He's not as strong. He doesn't have that dominating willpower like Cosma. But I think so Kamaru can just out grapple him the entire time. But also Drakus and Kamaru can't just be standing up the whole time, because if Drakus and Kamaru are standing and picking, oh yeah, Drakus is going to fuck him up. It is not even going to be a fucking joke. Drakus has his Looney Tune fucking powers, just running, throwing hands from awkward angles, and he can even mix down a takedown of his own and get one on Kamaru Usman. First of all, put that on Kalshi. DDP getting one takedown, because that's gonna happen because he got Looney Tune powers. But I just don't know. I saw how DDP performed against fucking Cosma, and he just got dominated the whole time to someone that has the power to take you down, but it has no technique with it. And I just think Kamaru Usman is gonna be able to take him down easily. I'm not saying he's gonna be able to hold him there, but I feel like he's gonna be able to do what he did to Buckley, not on a higher scale to DDP, but on an equal scale. And I got Kamaru Usman by boring fucking decision.
I get that, but I don't see that happening for 25 minutes. I don't see, and I think this is going to be a great fight night for us to compete on because we have a lot of opposites. Because I might have to go with Drakus on this one. And I know it sounds crazy. Honestly, in the past 24 hours, I've been thinking about going Drakus. I feel like we all, every single time we watch a Kamaru Usman fight, we talk about Usman's knees. And then there's never, it's like there's never a problem. Like, what now?
Exactly.
Exactly. That's the thing. But
Oh my god.
Usman's knees. Come on, bro. Like, I think that Drakus, we never see people just attack the legs. Do we not?
No,
like,
we don't, because they don't have an opportunity
exactly.
to.
Exactly. That's why we don't. Usman, I know Drakus is gonna hit everywhere in your body. He's gonna fuck you up, but I can see, like, yeah, just like what you were saying, Kamaru Usman, he's gonna take him down, but is he gonna hold him down? And I think Drakus is gonna like, who was it? Just, I forgot what person it was, but I think he's just gonna get up and just power through it, and
Yeah.
he's just gonna not give a fuck about the whole takedowns.
Let me add this really quick.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
only
go on.
and the only yes, I did compare. I did just compare Buckley and fucking DDP. I know you guys are like, what the fuck. The only reason I could see Usman actually, like, I'm worried for Usman is DDP is a physically demanding guy to have to carry. Imagine that he's having to carry this, and yes, people are saying that Kamaru Usman needs a problem. Yes, this could actually be a problem for him at middleweight since he was fighting at welterweight last time. DDP is a big guy to control, and that puts a lot of pressure on your body. So I could see Kamaru getting tired, but I don't think it's just gonna play out like that.
I also think that Usman's also like rusty in a way too. Like,
No.
wait, no. Listen, they last like fought at the same time, but Usman's not like active. Like
I
he's
agree.
really
I
not
agree.
active.
I agree. I
He's
agree.
really not active.
But people are
I don't
thinking this
know.
is gonna be a wash. Like, people think DDP is gonna easily destroy him. Usman only has 3 losses in the UFC: Cosma and 2 to Leon. The first Leon was a fraud, and I don't give a fuck. The second Leon was a fraud because he was not motivated. Besides that, this guy dominates all his fucking fights, bro. And no offense, like I said, Leon is a fucking fluke, bro. That did not age well. Look at Leon now, bro. He's getting knocked out by Carlos Prates fucking smiling. I think so. We're all underestimating Kamaru Usman. Like, we're not forgetting who the fuck this is. This is my middleweight goat. Well, he's not the goat, but my middleweight goat of when I was watching UFC. We're sleeping on Usman, and Usman is gonna fucking win. Like I said, it's gonna be like, I feel like the rounds that DDP will win is the 4th and 5th round when Kamaru Usman is gassed out and cannot wrestle this big ass motherfucker anymore. But I still got Kamaru by decision.
And it will also be interesting. Will be interesting to see if Kamaru wins. Because let's be honest, if Drakus wins, we know that could be. Drakus is definitely gonna want to call out Sean. He already has 2 wins over the guy, so why not? If Kamaru wins,
Title shot.
we already.
Come
Yeah,
on,
we
that's a
already have
title
a.
shot.
I mean, we already got a Mavovs coming up. We already. It's getting interesting.
It's getting interesting.
Pretty interesting.
Yep.
All right, guys, that's it for the UFC Fight Night. OKC, Duplessis, Usman. That's it for the Fight Night predictions. I already know I'm gonna win. We say this all the time.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking
I'm gonna
win.
have the better record.
No, I'm gonna have the record,
I'm gonna
bro.
have the better record right here. I do think that we're gonna have a few good fights. The ending, like the main card, is definitely gonna be the better half, but I think that the Ezra and the what was his name, Damien? I
Yeah.
think that fight's gonna go off. I think that's gonna be a really great fight. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're gonna be doing the reaction video after. We also have another great event next week, so we're gonna be doing a prediction on that as well. So like this video, subscribe, and hope y'all enjoy.